I'm Alex with Storyline Travel. Today we're going to talk about the deluxe resorts at Walt Disney World. The deluxe resorts at Walt Disney World, one of my favorite, are really luxury and relaxation at Walt Disney World. The deluxe resorts are closest to the theme parks, have some amazing views, and are some of the largest hotel rooms around Walt Disney World Resort Complex. So let's talk about the size of the room. Walt Disney World Deluxe hotel room can be anywhere from about 340 square foot up to and maybe even exceeding 440 square foot. So you can see lots of room to stretch out, relax. The bedding configuration, similar to the moderates. If you have a single bed, it'll be a king, and two beds will be queen setup. Bathrooms are similar, where there is separation between the shower tub, combo, and toilet and the vanity. However, the configuration adds even more privacy than the moderates and allows for a family to get dressed while someone's taking a shower or in the bathroom and having the privacy and space to do that before they head to the parks and enjoy their family vacation. So let's talk about location. As I said, these are closest to the theme parks, and there are three main areas. Magic Kingdom area, what is called the Epcot area resort, but it really is Epcot and Hollywood. It serves both of those. The resorts in that area actually sit between those two theme parks. And finally, the Animal Kingdom area. The views, while similar with standard wooded or garden view and pool view, they're enhanced. The gardens are much bigger, much more lush. The water views, the pools are really heavily themed. You'll see water slides and other theming elements of the pools. And then there are other bodies of water, lakes, rivers, that type of thing that are available. The one exception from a water view is actually Animal Kingdom Lodge. While there's not a water view, they do have a savanna view. So you can wake up and see animals out roaming in the morning, noontime, and evening. In addition, there are a lot more activities to do at the deluxe resorts. You'll find more restaurants. You will find unique activities. One has a spa, we'll talk about that. And children's activities as well. Some of the resorts offer tours, as the Disney Imagineers have really stepped up their game at some of these resorts. The resort manager will host a tour, and many times complimentary, or it's a self-guided tour where you're given information and you can walk around and see some of the Imagineering that's done at these resorts. The transportation offerings in many of these resorts, you get multiple transportation offerings, especially around the Magic Kingdom, where you may have boat, monorail, or bus service, where at the Epcot resorts you may have boat and Skyliner access, as well as buses. The only exception to that is Animal Kingdom. At this time, the only transportation option is bus to the Animal Kingdom, and as far as we know, there's no plans to change that, but anything can happen in the future. So let's talk about the specific resorts. And I'm going to focus on area first, and then we'll talk a little bit about each resort. So to begin with is Animal Kingdom Lodge. It's one of my favorites, and we've stayed many times at the Animal Kingdom Lodge. The deluxe hotels are in the Animal Kingdom Lodge known as Jambo House. It was the first building for Animal Kingdom Lodge. It is the only deluxe resort in the Animal Kingdom Park area. As I mentioned, it does have just bus service to the other parks. So you're a few minutes, maybe 5 to Animal Kingdom theme park, and then 10 to 20 minutes to the rest of the theme parks at Walt Disney World. One of the unique features of the Animal Kingdom Lodge, as mentioned, is their savannah. So the building is built where there are multiple windows where you can see the savannah view and the animals. Even if your deluxe hotel room does not have an savannah view, you can still step out of your door, and a few steps away, you're at a window looking out on the savannah. We've seen Ankole cattle, we've seen zebras, we've seen giraffe, we've seen ostrich, many different kinds of animals. And each morning you might see, something completely different than the day before. So it's a really fun resort to be at. It has a very large, welcoming lobby with huge windows where you can see the wide span of the savannah as you walk in. There's a wonderful themed pool area, and right next to it is their fast service restaurant called the Mara, and it serves Asian and African inspired dishes. So not your typical hamburger pizza, though you can get that. There are other offerings as well. And the Animal Kingdom Lodge has some wonderful table service restaurants available where you can make reservations, sit down, eat, and really enjoy the ambiance around. These rooms are really luxurious and highly appointed. Okay, let's move on from the Animal Kingdom Resort area to the Epcot Resort area. And while that is the reference you'll see, again, it does serve both Epcot and Hollywood Studios. The first I'd like to talk about is the BoardWalk. And the BoardWalk Inn has some wonderful rooms. There is an actual boardwalk there at the resort itself, and you can take a stroll down the wooden boardwalk. At night, it lights up with entertainment along the boardwalk, and the boardwalk area is where you'll find restaurants. You will find everything from snacks like ice cream or cookies to a sports bar at ESPN while you're there, to some fantastic table service restaurants. Again, reservations are highly recommended. But then in the evening, as the lights come on and the entertainers come out, as guests mingle along the boardwalk, you get that real sense with the water on one side and the fabulous inn on the other, of just the enjoyment of the buzz and activity of being on the boardwalk. Across the water from the boardwalk are two sister deluxe resorts, the Yacht Club and the Beach Club. The Yacht Club is a real sophisticated and luxurious resort. It's one of the convention resorts at Walt Disney World, and there is a convention center nearby. The Yacht Club, its pool is shared with the Beach Club, and it is one of, if not the most popular pools in all of Walt Disney World. It has a sandy entry to the water. There is a lazy river, a small lazy river around the pool, and it has a water slide that actually the entrance is outside of the pool area, across the sidewalk. You climb up and slide all the way down. Lots of fun. Its sister deluxe resort, the Beach Club, they're attached, and you can go from one lobby to the next, is more of a laid back but still luxurious vibe. As its name mentions, being the Beach Club, it has a beach theme. The colors are a little more pale than the Yacht Club, which are sharper, but still lots of fun. They do share some of the table resort restaurants, and it gives you the chance to spend some time enjoying the food, the atmosphere, the time while you're there. One of the things that we really like about the Beach Club is the solarium. It's a family gathering area. You can play games. You can watch some of the Disney TV shows that are on, and relax, including reading a book. And my wife has done that a few times. Now, all of these resorts are just a few steps from Epcot's International Gateway, and also now one of the hubs to the Skyliner that can take you to other parts of the Walt Disney World Resort. The Walt Disney World Resort. In the other direction is a walkway to Hollywood Studios. And while the walk's a little bit longer than the one to Epcot, it is manageable and something you can do as opposed to jumping on a bus or riding a boat. That being said, the Friendship boats do run between Epcot with stops at the Yacht and Beach Club and BoardWalk before going on to Hollywood Studios. Now let's talk about the Magic Kingdom area resorts. I'll start with the Wilderness Lodge. The Wilderness Lodge is tucked away in the trees, part of and off of Bay Lake. This resort, it's themed after the American national parks. Think Yellowstone National Park. Huge fireplace in the lobby. It's really open wide. You get the theme of big boulders and wood that you would see in a national park setting. Beautiful rooms surrounded by trees. You're really in a more rustic setting, but don't think it's not luxurious. It definitely is. This restaurant has a character meal in Artist Point, in addition to two different fast casual restaurants, one with inside the lodge, and then there is a more patio focused restaurant out near the pool area that has an open dining area. So once you get your food, you can eat out by the lake and enjoy the outdoors of Florida. Probably in the spring and fall. I'm not sure how much in the summer you want to be out with the heat and humidity, but some of us actually enjoy it year-round. You can get to the Magic Kingdom by boat from the Wilderness Lodge and all of the other theme parks by bus. Now we'll go to some of the most popular and more recognizable deluxe resorts at the Magic Kingdom, and that's what's a lot of times referred to as the monorail resorts. I'll start with the oldest and first resort, at least in my mind, was the Contemporary Resort. It was opened when Walt Disney World opened in 1971. The monorail goes through this resort. It has a modern theme with its A-shaped building, and it is a really nice, luxurious hotel. They've recently updated some of the rooms, and they're now incredible. That's right, the themes are the Incredibles. And whether it's a character on the door or the incredible suits that are hanging in the closet, well, painted to look like they're hanging in the closet, it's added a fun element to the luxury of the Contemporary Resort. The Contemporary Resort also has a character meal, and one of the more popular ones, Chef Mickey's, is in the Contemporary. So it's been fun for our family to go and enjoy a meal there and see Mickey and his friends as you're dining and they come around. Next, we'll go to the second, in my mind, resort that's part of the original, and that's the Polynesian. Again, you can get to the Contemporary to the Polynesian by the monorail. It's part of the monorail loop. And the Polynesian Resort takes you to the Pacific Islands. It's a nod to Hawaii and Polynesia. There are tikis in the lobby, and it's really a fun resort to be at. From the beach of the Polynesian, you can see the fireworks from Magic Kingdom at night. Really a fun place to go. Disney pipes the music from the fireworks show onto the beach, so you get both the fireworks and the music while enjoying a more serene setting than being shoulder to shoulder on Main Street USA. One of our favorite restaurants is actually at the Polynesian. In the mornings, they do have a character breakfast with Lilo and Stitch, again, that nod to Hawaii. But in the evenings, it's a fantastic dining location, and that's Ohana. Highly recommend it. Be sure you get your reservations. It is crowded most of the time. Walk-ups are not available. You can always try, but if you know you're going, get that advanced dining reservation. Another dining feature at the Polynesian is the luau, and it's a dining show. It is fantastic. We've enjoyed it. It is a little calmer than the setting of a luau on Hawaii. I've done both. It is Disney-fied, but that's okay. The food is excellent and the show is a lot of fun. Finally, the last deluxe resort I want to talk about, and I guess in some ways saving the best for last, is the Grand Floridian. It is one of the monorail resorts, and it's also the flagship deluxe resort at Walt Disney World. The Grand Floridian is elegance and luxury at its finest. It has one of the highest rated restaurants in Victoria and Albert's. You have to just get an advanced dining reservation to get in this place. It is amazing. Absolutely one of those special restaurants for a unique celebration. I highly recommend it. They do have a character meal in 1900 Park Fair. Lots of fun. It's Cinderella and her stepsisters, and we never leave that meal without our sides hurting from laughing at the stepsisters. They're really excellent. The Grand Floridian offers a spa, and one of the deluxe resorts that does have a spa on site. Fantastic way to relax and take the stress away by spending some time at the Grand Floridian Spa. And finally, for those of you looking to tie the knot, do it Disney style as a princess, the Grand Floridian has a wedding chapel with a small window that overlooks Cinderella's castle as you're tying the knot. And you can leave after you've tied the vows in a beautiful horse-drawn carriage, the perfect ride for a prince and princess to ride off to happily ever after. So those are the deluxe resorts at Walt Disney World. Let me know below, which resort really spoke to you? Where do you want to stay? Maybe you've stayed at a deluxe resort. Which one's your favorite? Let us know below and why. What was it that really made you want to do that? And we're glad you're here. We really hope that you give us a thumbs up and like this video. You know, it helps us get this information to more people. And if you subscribe, you'll get more information when we put these videos out. And if you turn that notification on, every Friday you'll get a ding as we roll out another video. And remember, at Storyline Travel, we believe every adventure is a story waiting to be told.